He was telling us that's leadership task number 2, is that leaders set the tone. Dave told me of a time where there was a storm at sea, and it was terribly frightening. There was a huge wave that came across the bow of the ship and ripped everything off the bow of that ship. And they were tossing and turning, and for 2 weeks it was like this. He said they didn't have fresh water where they could bathe. They had just enough to drink. They couldn't go back in for resupply. And he said it was terrifying. He said, I remember standing there and watching, all of this happening, and I was looking at my captain the whole time. He was not yet the captain. He said, I was looking at my captain the whole time, and he said he stood there, and it was as though he was as cool as could be. He was calm and collected. He said the only way I knew that he was nervous was that his cigarette had a 2-inch ash on the end of it. But other than that, and he said because he was okay, I felt like it was going to be okay. That is part of the role of the leader, too. I mean, we need to be vulnerable sometimes, but there are moments where we have to be the one who is saying to everyone else, hey, it's going to be okay. We have to be the ones when things haven't been going so well to say, you know what, there's hope. I see a future that other people can't see, and they're going to take their cues from you. And if you're down in the mouth all the time and you're depressed and bummed and nothing's going very well, if that's the way you are, you can count on the fact that the rest of the congregation is going to absorb that spirit and take it on. One of our staff members here at Church of the Resurrection was part of another staff, and when I knew her at that other staff, she was somebody who wasn't very happy, and she was somebody who seemed kind of negative. And I was a little nervous about her joining our staff because I thought, I wonder, is that really who she is? But what I found was she was in an environment where she was surrounded by that, and she just took on those characteristics. And when she came here, her persona changed. That's the power of the leader, and you know that if you're in a small group or a Sunday school class. If you're the leader and you start bad-mouthing things or talking about how terrible things are or something else, everybody else picks up on that. And so the role of the leader is to be Christ-like and to set the tone for everyone else.